Hello, everybody, and welcome to Romancefuls Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now, this reading is a reading that is dedicated to the sign of Gemini. My dear friend Gemini, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. So it's really important that you do take whatever does resonate with you and you simply leave the rest of it aside. If ever you do have any questions, if ever you would like to contact me, all my information is right below into the YouTube description box. Also, if you do enjoy the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please do click onto the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself. And it is always and greatly appreciated. And I do thank you in advance. So we are going to jump right into this reading. I would like to mention that this is harsh warnings coming from Spirit. So do be ready. We are going to begin with a truthful, following with the thoughtful. We have the respectful and the purposeful. Let's begin all the way up here with a truthful. Now, the truthful is a little bit tongue-tied today. Are you settling for a situation that might be a little bit dishonest? Are you ignoring who you really are? Are you in a job or a situation that prevents you from being authentic or forces you to hide your true self? Or are you involved in any habits or addictions or relationships that keep you distant from or out of touch with your own truth, as well as your genuine feelings or even needs of others? Now is the time for you to stop all the foolish or fearful pretensions and to simply get real. Although it may be frightening or even upsetting to some people in your life, you can no longer be dishonest about your feelings and your needs. If you have any addictions, address them candidly and ask for help for overcoming them. If any part of your life feels disingenuous or out of control, get support and be open to feedback so you can get back on track. And if you are unhappy in the present circumstances of your life, you need to admit how you arrived in this place and what you might have done to bring about such unhappy outcomes. Don't waste time blaming others. And if you've abandoned people or treated them less than truthfully, you need to face them and you need to apologize to make things right. Ask for forgiveness where necessary and end the drama. Even though it may be scary, you must remember that in the end, the truth is going to set you free. Don't foolishly believe that anything less than that is acceptable. It really never was, not now and not into the future. Your warning by Spirit here is don't be dishonest about who you really are. It is time for you to be real. And our thoughtful over here, this is about always thinking before you act. And the thoughtful, I must admit, is a little bit confused here. Although it's important to be considerate of others, it's equally vital not to allow your own needs to get lost in your good intentions. It serves no one to maintain a heightened awareness of others while neglecting yourself. If you are always ignoring or denying your needs, they are going to come raging out later. Most likely in maybe even a rather unpleasant or dramatic fashion that leaves you exhausted and embarrassed. You need to seek balance and don't be excessively concerned with others. Love your neighbor as yourself, but not instead of yourself. Every soul has his or her own challenges to face and to burdens to bear. So this is how an individual picks up a soul-strengthening lesson that serves throughout the journey of life. And if you rob people of their life lessons by always taking on the burden for them, despite your well-meaning intentions, you are actually stifling their growth and even compromising your own. You must keep your awareness sharp. You must be polite. You must be courteous. You must exercise patience, offer assistance where appropriate, but don't become the local rescue service, always fixing or serving other people's problems. One of the most considerate things you can do for others is to listen, but without interceding. Provide a solid vote of confidence in their ability to address the challenges at hand, but with dignity and courage. Put thoughtful effort into being a loving force into the world, but yet guard against overthinking. Don't get stuck in your head. Trust that life flows according to a divine plan, and mind your own affairs with consideration for how they may or may not affect others. Follow your highest, most considerate path for your soul, and by doing so, you steer clear of excessive deliberation and worry while staying in the natural flow of the universe. This is about think, but don't overthink. Moving over to the respectful, this is about respecting the natural flow. The respectful just is not being heard lately. Respect is something that is earned, not something that we can demand, of course. So to earn it, you have to conduct yourself with great integrity. This means telling the truth, being responsible for your actions, and behaving with dignity, decency, and courtesy. Self-respect is most vital, and before you can demand it from others, you must first respect and love yourself. And this is achieved by establishing healthy boundaries in your relationships, saying no when you must, speaking your truth with love and courage, and treating yourself lovingly. Where have you been disrespectful of yourself lately? Where are your boundaries weak? And in what ways might you be saying yes when you really want to say no? Have you been disrespecting your body with poor health habits? Have you been disrespecting your mind regarding demoralizing thoughts? Have you been disrespecting your spirit by diminishing your own sense of integrity? Remember that you are not going to gain respect that you seek by agreeing to things that you just don't honor. Check in with yourself before answering to others. Slow down, reflect on your choices. Are you honoring yourself? To succeed on your path, you need that self-love above else. Don't try to win the approval of those who don't respect you. Go within and treat yourself with courtesy and dignity. The respect you desire from others is going to follow. You need to remember this above all. To thine our own self be true. And this is all about not disrespecting yourself or others. And we are going to conclude here with the purposeful. This is about living life, but purposefully. The purposeful is sitting a little bit uselessly onto the sides of your life, kind of wondering what's going on. It is time to pay attention. Are you ignoring your soul's needs for enjoyment? Are you focused on what you really want and you're not being of service to others? Are you wondering what you must do to save the world or to justify your existence? This could be, trickery of the ego. That must not be ignored. It is only going to leave you feeling frustrated, dissatisfied, and unworthy. To get past this rut and avoid further pitfalls, you need to return to your innermost childlike self and remember that what you love. Say it out loud, write it down, list the things that you take your mind off of you and put your focus directly into experiencing of loving a life. And then you must do it. Your greatest contribution is going to be happy. And that comes about by doing what you love. Even if you must do it outside of your job, your duties, your responsibilities. Spend at least 15 minutes a day doing what brings you joy, and you are going to fall back into purpose. Don't let the ego to cause you to agonize over your worth. God created you to be you, and that is all. Simply be your best. And if you're disrespecting your body, you're falling out of purpose. The same goes for your mind. If you fill it with destructive thoughts, you are out of alignment. The same goes for your daily efforts. If you live with love, you are living in purpose. If not, make the necessary changes, whatever in attitude or choices to get back into love. Don't let negative behaviors or habits prevent you from living fully and with joy. Start with tiny little steps and be willing to lighten up. Know that your ego is quite heavy, but your spirit is so light. Follow your spirit to the things that you love, and your life purpose is going to be filled. Your message here by spirit is to not forget to make time for your happiness. Do what you love first. Don't do it last. And this does conclude your reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that it brought you some interesting messages that you'll be able to utilize. If you do have any questions you would like to contact me, please do so. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and have yourself a beautiful day. I thank you for being there. Thank you for listening, and I will see you tomorrow with new messages.